Hey, what's going on YouTube, and good morning. Today is May 7th, 2025, and we are here for another vlog today. Hopefully everyone is having a great start to their morning. My plans actually for today were to go out to the lake to record this. Unfortunately, nature had a different decision for that. So I'm actually indoors today because it is raining outside, and it's actually going to be raining for about the next 4 to 5 days. So kind of trapped inside, so I won't be able to do any in the lake, which I really enjoy doing just because it's nice outside and everything like that, but I don't want to get rained on, and I don't want obviously any of my stuff to get wet. Anyways, hopefully everyone is having a good day. Thank you to all that have been coming by my channel to watch my content. I really appreciate it. I'm really happy that the Kindle video is doing really well. That makes me really happy. So today I actually just wanted to really talk to you guys a little bit more about the whole digital minimalism thing that I talked about in my previous video, which I'll go ahead and link up there. So I wanted to show you guys just a few things that I use kind of in my day-to-day life that are not my phone. So let me go ahead and show you guys here what we have. So one of the things that I definitely use almost every single day, and I've been using it more at night, is my iPod. This thing has been wonderful, and I recently, over these last few years, have gotten back into it, and I've really been enjoying my time with it. This one I actually got on eBay for around $60. It had a new battery installed on it. So quick little story on the iPod. I had this model iPod back in 2005 or 6, whenever it came out, and I had it all those years. Unfortunately, at some point it just stopped working. I would turn it on and it would just shut off. So I figured it was just done, but I didn't want to just toss it or get rid of it, so I had it in a box somewhere. Anyways, just a couple years ago, I found it in the box, and I ended up looking up how to, possibly repair this iPod. I had no idea there was a whole community of people repairing these older iPods. So I realized that it was just a bad battery. Fortunately, I had already ordered this one, but I got the battery for my old iPod, and I ended up replacing it. And that iPod works well now too. But I really like this one. It has a lot more storage, and it is white, which I really like how the iPod looks when it's white. It looks just really, really nice. Anyways, I've been using this almost daily. I use it at nights to watch movies that I actually converted on my computer. So I just finished Coraline last night, and then I'm going to move on to some of the Ghibli movies to watch. So this is one that definitely is kind of usually with me. I take it with me when I go outside, and also in my car. Since my car has an auxiliary port for the headphone jack, I can just connect this and play my music on it that way. So yeah, that's a great little device. If you're interested in iPods, check out my Retro Universe channel, where I talk a lot about the iPods and how to use them and such like that. The next thing that I've just been using as an alternative option when I go out and do stuff is taking pictures on this older digital camera. So this is from like 2001-ish. And the way you know it's really old is because the memory card it uses is this. It almost looks like a piece of gum. So this is a Sony memory stick from, back in the day. But I've been really enjoying taking pictures with this camera a lot. And the thing I really like about this one specifically is that it has a rotating screen where you can go ahead and, take your selfies and do all that kind of stuff. So that's really cool. It does have a record option, but the quality is really, really bad to where it's not even like cool to look at. But mainly for pictures, this is really fun to take out when you go out somewhere. And like I've mentioned in other videos, people are more likely to let you take a picture of them with something like this rather than a big fancy DSLR camera. So that's been nice. I don't use it for everything. I still tend to use my phone for a lot of picture taking, but that's just a nice little thing to kind of take with me every now and again. And of course, from my last video, I did mention that I've been using my Kindle a lot more. I was just reading some this morning with my cup of coffee that I still need to finish. But yeah, just definitely a Kindle is awesome to have. You don't have to get an old one like this. They have newer ones, or a Kobo reader, or any other e-reader is really nice. I still like physical books as long as they're, not gigantic, that I can maybe take with me. But yeah, this has been very nice and convenient to have, and I've been enjoying my time a lot with this Kindle. So yeah, that's the Kindle. So reading has definitely become more part of my life, which I really, really appreciate. And then one thing that I recently got, I know I mentioned the iPod that I use for music and all that stuff, but something that I recently got that I've actually been wanting for a few years now is a mini disc player. Now, a lot of people are going to say, why use this when you have an iPod as well? Well, this is just kind of more a cool little device from back in the day. If you don't know what a mini disc player is, it pretty much was supposed to replace the cassette tapes back in the day. And it was Sony's cool little format that they had. It's really cool because it comes in these kind of floppy style looking mini discs, which are really cool looking. And it's really neat. It kind of reminds me of the PSP, that you have the option here to insert them and stuff like that. And you actually, it is a recorder, so I can actually put music on it that I record and stuff like that, and it'll be in these little cool discs. So that's a cool little device that's really fun. And then lastly, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing New Leaf on the 3DS. I've really been enjoying my time with it. I've been playing it with my wife. I got it for her on her 3DS as well. So I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing New Leaf, which I actually have to say, I feel like New Leaf is a little bit better than New Horizons. Don't get me wrong, I love New Horizons. I put a lot of time in New Horizons on the Switch. It had some really cool things, but it actually took a lot of stuff away. So yeah, I got Animal Crossing loaded here on my 3DS, and this thing is gigantic, looks huge on the screen, but yeah, so I've been playing games on this a lot. My Switch has kind of taken a back seat, guys. I honestly have to say I have not really been using my Switch. And I don't know if I'm going to be picking up the Switch 2 at release. I might wait a while until something really seems worth it. But yeah, that's some of the stuff that I just kind of use in my day-to-day. It rotates and alternates. Sometimes I'll use one of my cassette players, like the Fio, to listen to cassettes. I just like having different ways to listen to music rather than just my phone. So that's just a nifty little thing that I like to have. But what are some of the things that you guys like to use instead of your phone? Do you use anything as a replacement to your phone when it comes to listening to music, or maybe playing games, or, you know, just taking pictures or stuff like that? There's a lot of cool options that you can have as opposed to using just your phone for everything, which I think is really neat. And I really like seeing a lot of people doing that kind of stuff. When I see people like everyday carries, there's always like a little DigiCam in there, you know, iPods are making a comeback, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, these kind of items that I have, make sure to check out my Retro Universe channel. That's where I talk about all things retro gaming, retro tech, all that kind of stuff from back in the day. You know, if you want a nice nostalgia trip, go check out that channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Just to give me some love on there and on here too. If you like my content, please make sure to like and subscribe to the video. I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. I'm really loving this. I have been having such a good time doing this kind of stuff, and going back and then editing this footage and doing all that has been a nice change of pace from something that can be pretty mundane mornings when I'm not doing this. So I look forward to doing this stuff. Hopefully it's not too much. Trying to maybe set every, you know, third day, put up a video, but I don't really want to set up a schedule, because then that kind of will start to stress me out or give me anxiety that I don't need. So they'll just kind of come as they come. Whenever a thought pops into my head, I'll probably just get my setup ready and just record it for you guys. So thank you again for watching. I've been Rudy with Rudy's Vlog Life, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Bye.